Hello, welcome to Monte Carlo to Marlow. This podcast is sponsored by the Marlow Living Loyalty app. So today we're with Kristyna in her bar in Marlow, La Dolce Bolla.
Hi, Krista. Hello there.
And we're speaking about how you're from Czech Republic, but you had a love of Italy and then Prosecco. And tell us about what you were doing before you fell in love with Italy and Prosecco.
Well, I always was in love with it.
Okay.
And Prosecco. But before I started this business, I was in marketing and branding. I worked for Italian companies, mainly Italian companies, designed ceramic tiles. I worked with many architects and developers and stuff like that. I represented them in Czech Republic and Slovakia. I was doing sales, but supported by brand management and marketing. So my main work was in marketing. Which is what I studied in Verona in Italy, global marketing.
What made you go to Verona to study?
Well, that was basically an option. I studied international marketing and business in Czech Republic, and then I had an opportunity to go to Italy for a year. So I did it.
Were your family, were they making pasta at home? Were they really, no, not at all.
No, not at all, not at all. My mum looks like an Italian, but she's not. She's just really nice, dark skin and dark. My grandma says that she never had anything with an Italian.
Okay, so it's improved. It's just started with you.
Yeah, it started with me. There is nothing. My mom is a cook. She's chef. But so maybe from there is the passion
love for food,
for food. But she has very different thinking about food than I do. I don't even think that that's big influence. But we definitely have in family the hospitality part of it.
And the family culture, getting together and things. I'm guessing that in the Czech Republic that you have that as well.
Yeah, we do.
Which is a bit more Italian.
Yeah.
So you were studying marketing in Verona. Mm-hmm. And you were working nothing to do with drink or hospitality. Did you ever have a job behind the bar or anything when you were younger?
Not even during university. No, never, ever. Yes, it's quite interesting today. I worked as a travel agent, travel consultant. Did travel assistant in Croatia, in Italy. I did a few jobs like this in between uni and high school, but
never behind the bar. This is your first bar job.
Yes.
Okay. So you working marketing and branding was obviously great to have any business, and if it's your own business, we know you have to wear all the hats.
Crucial, and I think that you have a very similar background with the marketing, and then you can build on it. Anything
in any kind of industry.
If you are focused on product, and then you find out that this other stuff you have to do, I think it can break you. And I think that's the reason why many businesses don't last as long. Because if you, let's say you're a baker and you love baking, it doesn't mean that you will love.
No, being able to market yourself is probably as important as being able to make lovely bread, because lots of people can open a bar, lots of people can make great bread, but it's the branding, it's the marketing.
And then there is the accountancy and all the boring stuff that's been right. So you have to, if you have the marketing and branding in you, I think it's much easier to get out there.
Yeah.
Whatever you do.
Yeah, definitely. So how did you make the switch? You were working in sort of other companies. And when did you make the move over to England?
I moved 2 years ago after I got married.
I can't believe it's only 2 years.
I know. It's crazy. I started the company already 3 years ago.
Because you were, so when I met you, you had Fizzy Happiness, which is an online marketing for Prosecco. Obviously, we're going to get into the different types of Prosecco that you are, because I think on your website it says not all Prosecco is created equal. So we'll get into that. So you moved here because you met Dan.
Yes.
And the first place you moved to was Milton Keynes?
No, so that's where we met.
So you met in
But
Milton
I
Keynes.
said I'm never ever going to live in Milton Keynes.
No offense to anyone listening.
My best friend still lives there.
Okay.
Yeah. But so we've chosen to go and live in Eden. So area. But then I discovered Marlow, which I it was love at the first sight.
When did you just come here for like shopping
We
or
came
drinks
here
or
for
something?
dinner.
Okay.
We came here for dinner. It was evening, and we went just in the Megans, but we were sitting
Okay.
in this beautiful little courtyard.
Yeah.
Yes, so Satolo used to be here, and I was like, this is just amazing. If only I could have that spot. And I think it was only a few months later when I saw the notification of Satolo on Instagram that they are leaving this building. So then I got in touch with Gemma, who is local agent. It's like, who's building it?
I need to be in there. Is this really, when you saw this spot and you came to Marlow, was this the first time you considered opening a bar?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It was the mix of the community location. This building is the building because the interior here is already.
It feels like you've been here for longer, really.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
true.
it's just over a year. You've already won Best Spa in Bucks,
It
the
is.
Muddy Stiletto Award, which is amazing. And yeah, it feels like you've been here forever, actually.
Yeah, that's what people say.
Yeah.
And it's just, yes, we have really built community, people coming back and they make friends, and of course we have a couple.
Oh, okay. Matchmaking.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yes, I think that the community events help to feeling like that we are part of Marlow, even though we haven't been here for very long.
For too long. So you opened the bar and you've still got Fizzy Happiness, which is online retail. Tell us the difference of the type of Prosecco that you love compared, and actually we talked about this before, you tried to buy Prosecco to take to Dan's family and you were disgusted at what we had on offer. So tell us the difference of the types of Prosecco and the fact that you hadn't really seen it anywhere outside of.
So first of all, Italians keep good stuff for themselves.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
If you go to Italy, you always will have better wine, better Prosecco, better food. Everything is better there. And also everything is better when you are at home.
Yeah, definitely.
However, they have really great stuff there, which I couldn't find in the UK. The reason for the big difference is the popularity of Prosecco, because in 2008 it became so popular, but the region where Prosecco can be produced is really tiny. So they decided that they will extend the region where you can produce grapes for Prosecco. But it makes difference because it's not the steep hills which are needed, and there are different standards. So Prosecco DOC, which is still good quality sparkling wine, but you have then Prosecco Superiore DOCG, which is where we are focused. That comes from Corogliano Valdobbiadene, original region of Prosecco. It's UNESCO heritage. It's a beautiful region. And they have really high standards for how to produce the grapes, how to harvest, how to produce then the wine, how long it has to stay on the yeast. So, for example, we have bottles that stay on the yeast for more than 2 months. Prosecco DOC, you can send it to the markets after 7 days.
Oh, wow. So
there's the difference. Sorry.
Okay.
There's the difference in bubbles. Define bubbles. When actually, like any bottle you open from the supermarket here, you open it and you have sugar and bubbles.
Okay.
And that's it. That's not the right.
That's not what Prosecco should taste like.
No,
Okay.
Prosecco is the bubbles are obviously there, but they are very soft and very fine.
It's not as fizzy, is what we're saying.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and it's not as sweet.
Exactly.
And explain, because I think when we were talking before that you were dispelling the myth of like a dry Prosecco is not really dry. Explain to people how they would choose something that isn't as sweet.
Yes, absolutely. So that's like general misunderstanding about Prosecco is that you go to the shop, you see extra dry, you get the bottle of extra dry, and then you taste it sweet. So you think, oh, extra dry Prosecco is sweet, so every Prosecco is sweet. It's not. Say Prosecco, extra brut and brut are dry, and dry and extra dry are sweeter versions of Prosecco. So it's the level of residual sugar.
Okay.
Extra brut has the least sugar and dry has the...
And no one tells us this.
No, but it's for all sparkling wines. It's
Okay.
not only
Not just
Italians or Prosecco. It's for champagne as
So
well.
is Prosecco, like champagne is only made in one region. Is Prosecco the same?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. I don't drink anymore. I stopped drinking about 5 years ago. So, but I still always, interested in how things are made. And I know that here you have Prosecco with no sugar. Is that right?
Yes,
Yeah.
we do. We have Prosecco with no sugar,
Yeah.
and Prosecco with no alcohol. But the one with no alcohol is actually produced in the same region as the normal Prosecco.
Okay.
So you have the quality. It is actually quite drinkable.
How do Italians feel about non-alcohol
They
Prosecco?
don't care. They're like, why
are
do
we
have
making
to
this
put
so
it
cold?
like, yes, absolutely. Practical producer, they used to produce alcoholic producer.
Okay.
Alcoholic Prosecco, and then they started with non-alcoholic, and now they produce only non-alcoholic because they found a gap on the market.
It was so good.
They have really good stuff, so they are selling very, very well.
Do they know the breakdown of who's buying it more in countries?
Well, yes, Muslim countries are the most, the biggest seller. Is nowhere. Really?
Okay.
Yes, it's very tiny. UK is very tiny, considering how big. I feel like the people are saying, "Oh, we are not drinking."
Yeah.
Young generation is not drinking. I don't feel it in our bar.
No.
It's
Well, I guess if you're coming
very
here
tiny.
and you know that you're having a quality wine or a quality Prosecco,
Mm.
then it's not somewhere you're going to come. And I mean, I'm probably one of your few customers.
Yes,
comes from
I'm not saying there are non-customers.
No, but it's great that you have options because Crodino, Spritz, and the non-alcoholic Aperol. It's so nice to come somewhere and feel like I'm like joining you.
Included. Yes, absolutely. I agree. I'm pregnant now.
Yeah, so you're joining me now as
Yeah.
well. Yeah. And it tastes good. I'm not really one for a sugary non-alcoholic wine or Prosecco, but I do like the spritzes like the Crodino and Aperol. I think they work really well. So you've been here for a year and you did your first Fizzy Fest in July, which was fantastic in Liston Court Gardens.
And you helped?
And I was there putting armbands on people. You had over like 450 people come.
Yes, almost 500 people came. I had, what was it, 12 different producers. So we had 37 different styles of Prosecco people could try. And yeah, it was a brilliant event. We had live music. The weather wasn't amazing, but it kind of helped.
I think the weather just made it more fun.
Yes.
Especially for Dan.
He loved it.
So that was the first, was that the first sort of Prosecco festival in the UK?
It was first Prosecco Superiore festivals.
Okay.
There are some Prosecco festivals, but yes, that's about just let's get drunk.
Yeah.
First, this one was a little bit
Tastings.
more tastings, and people were really interested and intrigued, which was really enlightening for producers. I think that they were really surprised how people were interested in different styles, different types, and so we didn't. It was nice for me to see that people are actually
Could taste the difference. It wasn't just English people getting drunk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Which we have a reputation for, sadly. So you had producers that came over, met with people and did tastings and things. And then you have, is it Sarah that you work with? Is she part of really helping you find suppliers in Italy? How do you work with her?
So Sarah is a master of wine, and she is a marketing person as well. She has her PR agency, and she helps smaller wines to be more visible in the UK. That's what she does for Conegliano Valdobbiadene Prosecco Superiore UCG. That's the Prosecco we are focused on. So I reached Conegliano Valdobbiadene Prosecco Superiore UCG.
It will be in the show notes if you will try to keep up.
People, and they put me in touch with Sarah.
Okay.
Since then, yes, I went with her for a few trips to Italy with other retailers, and yes, she helped organize Fizzy Fest. We are in close touch on future events, hopefully.
Well, Fizzy Fest 2026 is a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Because it was so popular. And then what else are you planning? You've got your eyes on another spot in Amsham.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I'm sure hopefully it will happen soon. Fingers crossed to be open there before Christmas. Will be a very similar concept. Small wine bar and Prosecco and good quality wine. Yes, so that's next, hopefully.
Well,
And
there's something else that's next.
well, yes,
obviously.
that's January. Yeah, little bubble as you in January. Yes, otherwise we do monthly wine tastings, so you can come once per month. But we do also private events.
I was going to say to you, because obviously hospitality is a difficult business to be in, and especially as this is your first venture.
Adventure.
It is an adventure. It's a special kind of place that not many smaller towns outside of London are as vibrant and have, as you say, so much community. Would you say that you would have liked to have had a place in London, or are you quite happy that it's Marlow?
You know what? Every time I go to London, I look for units in London.
Okay.
Because I'm like, oh, I really would like to, and then 2 days later, I'm like, not really, because you always hear how bars and restaurants in London open and close quickly. So I think that as we are based on community and what we create in Marlow, wouldn't happen in London. So I think I would like to create something in London, but I think it would be more perhaps Conegliano Alberghiane Prosecco Superiore. So it would have to be a little bit different comparing to our bar. I think it would be more for specialists as well, and it would be very much focused on education. Yes, London is definitely not a no.
Okay.
I just don't think it's in a pipeline for next 2 or 3 years.
No. And then how do you find, obviously we were saying before you do like music, what would you say are the struggles for running your own business, being in hospitality? Obviously it's very seasonal, even to what day of the week, as not even just when in the year. How do you find that you cope with those sort of struggles, and what kind of things do you find, do you think that you would say to someone else opening a bar to maybe look out for or to consider?
Well, definitely, right. Business rates are challenging and they are coming up every year. So annual budget is very kind of stressful for everyone, but that's like any business. It's not focused only for alcohol or wine bars, I suppose. The rents are on the high streets, which I think it's a shame because you see so many places are empty. And it would be just so much better and vibrant if the units were busy.
Yeah, I mean, and we're unique really in lots of ways because Marlow is a busier town than most, but even so, it's much nicer to have independence here than another coffee shop.
Yes, absolutely. It's quite nice that we kind of tend to keep the independent businesses, but for every independent business, it's really hard.
It is hard.
You don't see all the money that goes up. For anything. So that's quite challenging. Another thing that's challenging is staff, I think. To find the right people who will kind of dedicate themselves to your business just as you do is impossible. And kind of like to find that balance that you feel like, okay, no one can be like me.
No, often, the clothing process hasn't been invented yet for single business owners, but it should be.
Yes. So that's challenging, but I think we are quite lucky. Yes, and then challenge also people stop going out during the weekdays. They come on Friday, Saturdays, but weekdays are very quiet. So also to kind of find the balance, like what the opening hours should be. What's the right balance? Because we have to be open every day from 11. That's another challenge that we have to open a wine bar at 11. And you are about to think, but if you are thinking opening bar, you don't suppose, I didn't think that I will have to open at 11.
And that's part of your lease.
That's part of my lease. So if anyone out there wants to open anything, just check these details as well. Have a look, because that's something that can surprise you. And you have to stuff it during those hours when it's really quiet.
That is tricky. And then just to sort of finish off, Marlow, we've said, is a fantastic place with so many different places to shop that are independent, and we're really foodie as a town, and food and drink. People do definitely travel here. What are some of your favourite places in Marlow that you like to personally go to when you do get any time off?
Like I say, Marlow is beautiful. Marlow is a great community that has such a good food and drinks. and independent businesses. I went to London yesterday for shopping with my friend, and I was just really like, this is really boring. I don't like anything. I just prefer to shop in Marlow. It just has much more character.
Yeah.
And every single piece you
And you
find
feel like you're supporting another business as well when you're shopping there. Yeah.
So one of my favorite places, food-wise, is Lovin.
Yeah.
And Sum, the Vietnamese.
Yeah.
Very nice and kind of healthy.
Yeah, Soon is delicious, actually.
I like 23 Living. What's it
We can't go in 23 Living without buying it.
No.
Luckily, they're on the app. We get the 15% off.
No, definitely.
They're your favourite
places. Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for today. It's been really good to speak to you, and good luck over party season, which is a good time for you.
Yes, Christmas is coming.
Christmas is not too far away.
Thank
Thanks so
you.
much.
Bye.